Hello students, this is class 10th, subject English, chapter 2, The Thief Story, and chapter 3, The Midnight Visitor, and this is my revision lecture. In this lecture we are going to revise these two chapters, The Thief Story that is written by Ruskin Bond and The Midnight Visitor that is written by Robert Arthur. So let us move to the revision of first the thief's story. About the chapter The Thief Story that is written by Ruskin Bond is about a 15-year-old boy, Hari Singh, whose life changes when he meets Anil, a 25-year-old writer. Anil's unspoken words and kind gestures leaves a very positive impact on Hari Singh's life. About the characters, there are mainly two characters, Hari Singh and Anil. Hari Singh is a 15-year-old fair-handed thief, means he was very experienced thief. He is keen on learning how to read and write. He is very experienced and he frequently changed his name to escape from the arrest of police, and this time he changed his name to Hari Singh and he goes to Anil for some work. Robber that he knows how different people will react when they are robbed. Anil is a 25 years old, tall and lean man. He earns his living by writing. He is a kind, simple and an easygoing person. He is the main character of the story. He loves wrestling very much, so he watches it, and he is not economically sound. Hari Singh wants to work for him, and in return Anil taught him how to cook food and how to read and write. Now let us move to chapter overview. A small 15-year-old thief who calls himself Hari Singh befriends a struggling writer Anil. Anil was a struggling writer because his earning was not regular. Hari's purpose is to steal Anil's money. Anil is a good fellow who wants to teach Hari Singh how to read and write. Gradually, Anil develops trust in Hari Singh. As one day Anil was watching a wrestling match when Hari Singh approached him. After the introduction, Anil talked about the famous wrestlers. Hari Singh wanted to work for Anil, but he was not in the position to pay him. So Anil asked if he could cook for him. Then Hari lied. But later on, Anil realized that Hari Singh did not know how to cook. But Anil was a noble person. Even he taught him how to cook the food. So now Hari Singh started living with Anil and Anil develops trust in Hari Singh. But Hari Singh has been waiting for the right moment to make a killing by doing what he is best at. That is stealing. He was an experienced thief. So he was just waiting for a chance to rob Anil. And one day he got the chance. After stealing the money which Anil had earned by selling a book to a publisher, Hari Singh tries to run. And he thought that he would run from there and he would live a happy life. He wanted to run away forever, but some inner voice stops him from doing so. Hari Singh thought that he could live like a rich Arabian for a week or two with that money, But after reaching at the platform, he just wanted to board the Lucknow Express. It was just to pick up the momentum. Hari Singh wanted to jump into one of the compartments, but he hesitated due to some reason. He had no friends. He believed that friends were more trouble than help. So Hari Singh thought that the only person whom he knew really well was the man he had robbed, means Anil. So Hari Singh had actually done the study of men's faces very minutely. According to his observation, the rich man showed anger, the poor man showed acceptance, but Anil's face showed only sadness. So this sort of sadness was not for the loss of money, but for the loss of trust. So in the excitement of theft, Hari Singh had forgotten about all the things which Anil had made accessible to him. So Hari Singh at last thought that he should go back to Anil. So he returns to Anil because he realizes that he wants to live a life of respect. Now he went back to Anil and he put the wet notes because of the rain under the mattress from where he had stolen it. And next morning, Anil stretched out his hand towards him and kept a 50 rupee note between his fingers. Anil told that now he would pay him regularly. Anil does not show that he knows about the theft and accepts Hari Singh with open arms. Thus, a well-intentioned person tries to reform a teenager who has strayed from the correct path. So this was all about the thief story. Now let us move to our next story, next chapter, chapter 3, The Midnight Visitor. The Midnight Visitor, about the characters. Ausable, he is a secret agent who does not look like one at all, but shows great presence of mind to outwit another secret agent. Next is Fowler. He is a young and romantic writer who is looking for some excitement in the company of a secret agent like Ausable. So, The Midnight Visitor, chapter 3, it is written by Robert Arthur. There are mainly 3 characters, Ausable, Fowler, and one more character is there, that is Max. Max is a rival secret agent who is fooled by Ausable and falls to his death. Now let us move to chapter overview. Ausable was a smart secret agent but didn't look like one at all, being short and very fat. He was very short and very fat and he did not fit in any description of a secret agent. Fowler was a young writer who wanted to write about Ausable and so spent an evening with him. Actually, Fowler wanted to write a book on detectives, so he thought that it would be very nice to meet with Ausable, but he got disappointed when he met Ausable because Ausable was very fat and he spoke French and German while Max was slender and thin. And he also did not have any mysterious look. So, when both of them returned to Ausable's 6th floor hotel room. Ausable lived in a hotel on the 6th floor. So Fowler went with Ausable in his room and there he saw his first authentic thrill of the day. He saw Max, who was a secret agent. He was standing with a pistol in his hand in the room. He was another secret agent. His name was Max. He was waiting for them with a gun so that he could take the important report on new missiles from Ausable. Ausable was going to get an important report on new missiles. So Max wanted that report from Ossible. So to ensure the reports and their own safety, Ossible invented a story about anybody entering his room easily. Ossible moved to an armchair and he remained very calm. He sat down on that chair and he said that it was the second time in a month that somebody had got into his room through the balcony just below the window in his room. But actually there was no balcony. Now suddenly there was a knocking on the door and Ossible pretended that it was the local police. Ossible was very clever. He took the advantage of every happening. He said that there must be the local police because he had already informed the police as Ossible was going to get an important report. When the knocking was repeated, Max decided to wait in the balcony, which he thought existed, but actually there was no balcony until the police went away. He stepped out of the window and fell to his death because it was midnight and there was darkness outside. He did not try to find out whether there was a balcony or not, and he jumped out of it and fell to his death. When the door opened, a waiter came in with rings which Ossible had ordered to be delivered to his room when he had returned to the hotel. When the door opened, a waiter was standing there. And Ossible knew this thing because he had already ordered for some drinks, and Ossible said that it was Henry whom he was expecting. And he lied to befool Max, and in this way he got rid from Max, his rival. So he was very clever and he has the capacity to make stories within a very short span of time. He even convinces Max that there is a balcony beneath the window sill of his room. And he was very intelligent and responds to any situation very quickly. But Max was fooled. He did not try to find out whether Ossible was speaking the truth or not. He believed on Ossible and jumped out of the window and fell down from the 6th floor of the hotel room. So this was all about the midnight visitor. Now your homework. Homework is to read these two chapters. Chapter 2, The Thief Story. Chapter 3, The Midnight Visitor. And poem 3 that we have recently done, and I have already summarized it. That is A Tiger in the Zoo, written by Leslie Norris. So you are supposed to read these two chapters and poem carefully, revise the summary, the characters and the chapter highlight and question answers, and revise present tense in which we have done present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. And letter writing. In letter writing also we have done formal letter to the editor. So revise these and solve the revision assignment based on the same topics uploaded on Adquark site in homework column. I have uploaded assignment based on the same topics, these same topics on at Quark site in homework column. So do that revision assignment in your notebook, solve it. Thank you.